8th session, Futureproofing Insurance with Telco Innovations. Please welcome our speaker, Mr. Alfian Manula, Vice President of Data Solutions at Telkomsel, and the moderator for this session, Mrs. Hasina Yusuf, AAJI.
Dibagikan, tapi I don't know. We need to ask whether there will be any surprises coming from Telkomsel. Let us wait. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to actually go to the 8th section of this event, and the subject will be future-proofing insurance with telco innovations. Please also allow me to mix the language. I guess that's what we have agreed. There will be two languages going to be used. So basically yesterday we have seen many actually digital initiatives, solutions and transformation, and we also actually talk about culture and people and culture and to support the implementation of the technology transformation. But in this session, we'll talk about key critical factors in the era of technology transformation, which is data. As we know that for so many years, organization leaders has been trying to manage both structured and unstructured data to become useful information to support the business. I have problems with my phone. Okay, today we are honored actually to welcome Telkomsel as the biggest telco provider in Indonesia with 156.8 million customers per quarter 1 2023. And we will discuss how Telkomsel, through future collaboration with life insurance, able to develop powerful impact through innovation of using big data telco. Also please allow me to introduce Bapak Alfian Manula. Bapak Alfian is currently leading Telkomsel Data Solution, and he is responsible for Telkomsel Big Data Asset monetization for various factors. And he has 25 years of experience in telco industry and hold a degree in computer science and master in business of administration. And at the end of the presentation, as usual, we're going to have question and answers and discussion. You can actually directly ask, or you may go to Slido later on. I will ask Bapak Alfian to start the presentation, Pak. Silakan, Pak.
I will deliver in English and later on. Okay, selamat pagi, good morning everybody, and thank you very much for the opportunity given to Telkomsel to present today. The topic will be about the big data, future-proofing in industry, in insurance industry. Disclaimer that we haven't, in terms of data, working in industry, so I would like to use this opportunity to open the collaboration for all in life insurance in this floor. So, we are from Telkomsel, and we are the big family of Telkom Enterprise, and Telkomsel is part of Telkom. And in this occasion, the objective that I will share in this session is about how is the Telkomsel journey in the big data and how we able to capture the value not only for our internal use cases but also to our external use cases. So I'm leading on, we call it data solution. It's a business unit that big data external monetization. So everything about telco data that require data telco inside, then it will be coming my business unit. All right. Sorry. Okay. About big data, some surveys said like Gartner, Futureproofing, big data is not easy. Like other technology, cloud, AI that we recently heard, Gen AI. These digital transformation tools likely happen if the enterprise or the corporate try to implement 80 to 90% of the implementation will be failed. Only 10 to 20% will be a value into the business. So actually what happens? So in this occasion, I will say what will be happening in Telkomsel, how we'll capture this one. So it's not easy, a lot of problem, issue, challenges, this is organization issue, people talent issue, about data issue, how you get data, about the data security, governance, regulation. So all that issue we've been going through, and we consider ourselves as one of the successful implementation in the big data. So a brief of Telkomsel, because this morning when I tried to find this location room, I was told by some lady that the direction. So about Telkomsel, we are a telecommunication company. We have more than 150 million customers. So we cover 98% of Indonesia coverage, population actually, number of 100,000 BTS. So actually in big data, the data sites, we process daily 40 petabytes data every day. So this is an enormous data that process within even 1 day. So we record the transaction around 1 billion record per day. So as you know, we provide digital connectivity, the internet broadband that you are using right now, WhatsApp, browsing, applications. That's mainly of our business. Second is we provide digital platform like music, video, games. And then we have also the digital services. So we have our own subsidiary, like we call it Indigo, that has several companies like Kunci, Majamuju, Telkomsel, DFE that provide purely beyond of the connectivity. So in my business unit, we are really not a telco business. We really providing insight. So it is non-related with the telco business, but using telco data. So the other related about healthcare business in Telkom Group, we have Vita. Vita is B2C application for fitness, nutrition. We have also FitAja, is a B2B2C platform that bring the gaps between insurance and also the healthcare. We have also Zcare, the healthcare management platform, and also AAJI. This is a third-party administration. So big data. So I hope with big data it comes with big opportunity, but in the realization is not. It's a very challenging work. So, but what we can capture from big data, number one is actually the customer analytics. We can able to understand our customer better, what will be their behavior, their profile, their preferences, and then also actually what will be the risk as well. So depend if you get the data is quite enough, then we able to capture those value. Whether at the end with the big data, you want to increase your revenue, you want to have a cost optimization, or you want to have a better risk management, or you want to transform your business into a digital world, or having a very good customer experience. Those five objectives usually coming into this, this big data or AI, whatever. So, number one is for sure customer analytics. Second is about operation analytics. In our case, how we do it, we put the data and then actually we call it in Telkomsel how we better operate to serving you as a customer is actually like one of the use cases that we have is autonomous network. Let's say one BTS that sit in Merapi, usually in the night time, very low traffic, then actually we shut down several components of it, so that's saving our energy. Then when it is in the daytime, then we power up everything. So that kind of operation analytics coming through using our data as well. And product service and innovation, like the data solution that I will talk a little bit on later on. So what has been implemented in Telkomsel using data and also AI? Because AI without data, you cannot run anything. Because AI, you have the intelligence because learn everything from the data that you have. Good data that you have. Of course, you have data, but it's not a good data, then it's also not a good intelligent or knowledge, right? So, number one that I would like to share is about we have in our My Telkomsel app, you are a Telkomsel customer, you can, in your My Telkomsel, you can access assistant virtual Veronica. Veronica is now integrated in our, it's been integrated, but the new things that we deliver in the mid-July this year it is integrated with Gen AI. So actually, what happened is actually you can ask anything, you can try, you can ask anything, you can ask in Bahasa, you can ask in English, whatever. They reply you very efficiently and you can have a conversation without calling an agent. So it very much helping us how we can having an excellent operation, serving our customer as well, and we can reduce actually some of our agents. Then actually the agents can be shifted into other areas as well. So it's a very successful implementation using we use Microsoft Azure OpenAI in our implementation. It takes only one month we deliver this and then integrate it in our My Telkomsel application. So the second one is about building product offering. What will be the next best offer or product recommendation? So actually in My Telkomsel, every one of you will be a different offering from if you access it, whether it's packet data, it's entertainment, so it's depend. We study everything and then based on your profile, then we provide a best offer for you. This is also has been implemented in our case, and we have also building advanced marketing model. Means that we provide this advanced, whether later on the internal or external use cases that I will explain in the following. So about telco data. So what are the data that we have processing? We have a lot of data. Okay, we have a network data. We have also your browsing behavior. We process it to the customer demographic, your own usage, your recharge pattern, value-added services that you subscribe to, and then we pump it into our big data platform. So it is in the middle, so it is always on data fusion. This is the 40 petabyte data that we process every day, and we have this platform analytics ongoing with our tools. We call it the tools, like the main tools. With big data, it is the data lake, data warehouse, the data mart, and then some AI ML platform learning that we implement, and then we provide it into a customer 360. So many organizations in Telkomsel using the same platform. So actually the same platform provided by the IT team, that serving many business units. One of them is the data solution. So we provide the use case between internal data and also the external data. So internal data, as I mentioned before, it's about content recommendation, product recommendation. The next best offer, you can do cross-sell, upsell. So this is being used internally. The second one is about the external monetization. So what is it? So we providing the deliverables is two things. But number one is through APIs. So second one is about insight through dashboard. So this is the way we deliver the service. We survey many verticals like microfinancing in the financial industry, advertising, and also the other segment like mining, agriculture, etc. So we provide this. So what are the use cases in terms of external monetization? Okay. Most of these use cases, mostly not yet in insurance, but I hope later on some of the use cases it can really resonate to your situation. Number one is about we provide. One of them is about in risk management. So we provide. We call it T-score. T-score is a telco credit score insight. So it is actually, if you know Slick, so it is an alternative data like Slick that that provided by credit bureau company. So actually for financial institution that providing like this micro loan or unsecured loan. So they don't have the data. So they are using our data as part of their underwriting assessment. So through our data, actually in loan, they usually have 5C, character, capital, collateral, and etc. We can capture around 5C, like the character, their payment behavior, the capital, actually how do they able to pay back the loan later on, and then about the collateral, using what devices that they have. Hopefully, let's say if you are using Samsung, then you consider affluent segment, hopefully, yeah. So we provide that, and then actually that can they can have the insight, and then later on they can decide whether you are credit worthy or not, something like that. So this has been used by many of financial industry, like Home Credit, Credivo. We also working with the Alo Bank and some banking industry. So it's been quite. This is the most popular service that we have. We hit around 1 million API hit per month. Second one is about the fraud prevention. So we have the Telkomsel network verification. So besides usually when you are having a mobile apps, usually you have an OTP or another MFA, multi-factor authentication. Usually you are using SMS or whatever the means, email. So actually to avoid the fraud that happening in like mobile application, we have a solution that silent authentication. So actually you don't need to send the OTP or the code, but actually whether you are accessing, you are the right guys. So we know that you are accessing the application into Telkomsel network, and then it's not sending anything. So it really has a higher degree of accuracy when verifying that you are the real one identity. And this one has been under development. Some bank, BNA, BRI, BCA is deploying POC about this solution as well. The third one is about customer data enhancement. Let's say you have your own data, let's say you have your own CDP, customer data platform. So actually we can enrich your data. Let's say what are the hobby, what are the preferences, are you really sport lover or you are a shopping lover? So we can provide that more information so that you can enhance your data. So we call it data enhancement. And then the fourth one is about activation. When you know the data, when we are know the data, then actually we can activate, we can promote, or we can do campaign. So in Telkomsel, at the end we can campaign whether it is for acquisition or for reward or everything, so anything else. So we can do promotion campaign, and also the other one through our survey we can also deep dive actually what are the preferences, what are the characteristic behavior of the target consumer. Let's say you want to launch new product, you ask the customer, is this really the product that they want? We can do through our survey platform, we call it survey, and then you can deep dive more, and then later on you can go back to your bedroom and then provide the service accordingly. And TEDx is about the digital advertising. Okay, this is some of profile that we found. We do a survey in mid of this year. We call it FLING survey, Financial Literacy Index, through with data. And then this is based on our finding. We want to compare between insurance ownership and also other financial product. We see that from 5,000 survey that we do, 60% have saving, digital wallet, investment, but insurance is 12%. I don't know actually. I tried to get what is the insurance penetration, but according with cousin, it's about less than 5%. Both. So yeah, but actually there are a lot of opportunity actually when about insurance product. I think I would like to emphasize about the customer data as well. According to our analysis, that more than 10,000 users access in Telkomsel customer daily on this insurance application. So the top 5 applications that they are using is around LifePal, Zurich, Allianz, Koala, and Prudential. So means that what does it mean actually? We able to provide actually a competitive insight, let's say, or industry landscape. Let's say you have an application, and then you want to see yourself compared to the other one, let's say insurance lead, and actually how your strength and how their strength, we can provide this insight actually. And then through that insight, we can do later on, whether is it a campaign, whatever, that can be decided later on. So it's quite very useful. It's been used by these, the ride-hailing industry, and also the e-commerce that doing to us. I think the last one, this is my last. So actually through telco data, I think we can cover, in my understanding, something like discover, how then actually you can do lead generation through your process, customer acquisition. You can do like explore, do personalization, and then when in the buying process, actually you can do how you can secure, you can authenticate, you can verify that they are the real user, and then when they are using, or let's say in the insurance, when they claim actually whether they are the right person, whether they are in the right location as well. So actually through data we can provide actually that previously maybe it's very hard to get, but through our information, because our engagement actually that can be provided, and then it's depend on the use cases, then you can again reduce your fraud, make that the claim is valid or right, and then at the end you can do better marketing through extending your campaign through our services. I think to sum up, this one has been done in Telkomsel. I think we done it in 9 years back. So it's been starting 2014, data solution, from 4 people into now more than 50 people. So actually, how we able to do this? Actually, we are able because we set the right use cases. Actually, when you get data, number one, what are the use cases that really bring value, really solve your customer problem? And then number two is about your data ecosystem, how you structure it, your data. Is it the right, is it the shallow data still there? Then it's very hard to integrate, then to use it. Number two is about how your business process, how your workflow. We integrate our workflow about in our daily life, how we really become a data-driven organization. It is also to be set a tone from the CEO level. And then at the end, it's about how we organize ourselves, how we structure ourselves. That's kind of implementation we've been done there and been through that. We've been also having a lot of challenges, and at the end, I think this is where we are, and what we are expecting is, especially in this insurance industry, how we can collaborate later on, how we can collaborate and then grow together and later on serve the market, the community better through data-driven solution for data analytics. I hope that's my sharing, and later on we will go to the question and answer. Thank you.
I think for the presentation, as we heard, that innovation collaboration could take place between life insurance and Telkomsel. And I would like us to open for any questions and discussion. Do we have questions through Slido, or you may actually ask directly to Pak Alfian? Okay, we have one question. Let me read it for you, Pak. Telkomsel is known as one of Indonesia telecommunication company. How does Telkomsel do their digital transformation, specifically related to the usage of big data and AI, and especially from people's point of view? Perhaps you could tell us your success story as a lesson learned that we can take it from that.
Yeah, I think Telkomsel, because we really a business that really engage directly with the customer. So actually, we are sitting like a gold mine. Actually, data is become the new currency. Some people say that data is also the new gold mine, but actually, it's true. Then actually, how then you able to use it, to capture it, value it, and it's depend on the organization itself. So it's been part of our strategy. It's from top to down. Transformation is never bottom-up approach, it's always top-to-down approach. So it's been from our management, so we need to do it, and yeah, we invite actually expertise consultant, and then actually it been, I mean, in our organization, how we restructure ourselves, how we make the data is become the single truth of information for every business unit, finance, marketing, sales, network. So we provide only single truth of data, and then through the data that actually depend on organization use cases, we use it. Then actually in our team organization, every directorate, we call it sales marketing, they have their own like a center of excellence or data analytics that sits serving the data scientists, data analysts, serve into every respective business. But using the single, so that when we are saying that numbers of sales, number of customer churn, we are not giving any, sales number, sales scan and marketing. So we are single truth data. So everything talking to the same languages. So that's become a benefit for us, and later on, how we able to monetize it. Actually, it's depend on how we actually able to share to the partner. Of course, data governance, security, privacy is always top on the mind. We process it in our on-prem data center, and also we do it when it is anonymized. Is actually we never give a naked data. It's always become anonymized, and so that only the required information that being exposed to the external party.
Thank you. May I also ask my questions? Actually, it's interesting to see that services that you have given to third party outside of Telkomsel. It is actually related to the fraud prevention, but in there we only see banking side. Any reason why? Is it because it actually refer to slick database, or how you actually get that? I mean, is there any certain collaboration with the regulator in terms of that data? Because basically for me to understand is why it is only on banking side only and not outside of banking side.
Okay, about the fraud. The fraud can happen in two things. I mean, two events. First, when they are trying to log in, right? So that one of the commonly happen. And second one is the transaction. So when we are talking with the industry, actually, they would like actually for application, because a lot of social engineering happen when you are suddenly receiving an OTP that I don't do any transaction, but you get the OTP, then somebody try to hack your account, right, to do transaction. So actually, verifying that you are really doing it is the thing that being asked to us in Telkomsel from our financial sector, banking, multi-finance, fintech as well, so that they be able to detect real time. And then this is become, of course, new use cases for us, because we talk with them. And then on the other side, at least they are asking what are the information that we can provide. Sometimes what we provide is based on our own interpretation, our view, but actually we actually lack of insight. So they are really giving us some, okay, if you can able to do A, B, D detection, then you can able to use your data later on. And then, so that's become always, so nobody's know everything. So I don't know also anything about insurance, actually, but actually this is the part of the collaboration. So we share our pain point, we show our capability, and actually, hopefully we can at the end serve together and then actually partnership and then make industry better for its offering. So it's a win-win solution.
Do we have another one? Okay. For data enhancement solution, can you elaborate what is the source of data and the consent for the use for such data? Can they easily be passed on to us? It's related to data privacy again.
Okay, right. Very interesting questions about the source of data and then the consent the use, right? So we always honor the privacy and the security. So all the data that we provide, we always get consent from the customer. So when we process it, consent is there. It's always there. So let's say we process it for our internal use based on the regulation. It's okay. If your data for your internal use, you don't ask it. But when you are exposing to, then you need consent. So let's say our financial partner like fintech or banking, when they are asking the data like the Telco credit score, actually, we asking also whether they get the proper consent or not. So actually whether in their application, so our legal review it whether their agreement with the customer is enough. When it is not enough, then our legal will suggest you need to enhance the agreement with the customer. This then we able to provide the data to you. Other than we cannot throw the data. If it is using manual form, then actually we require them to adjust as well. So that's what's happening in the process before accessing the data. So the privacy, security is always been our top priority.
Do you see it as a blocker of making it move faster?
Yeah, for the business, of course, we want to go fast, but again, we have to bear in mind that because this is related with customer safety, right? So it's always been in our top of mind that when we don't get it, then we don't do it. So that's for sure. Especially you are from the compliance.
Yeah, thank you. There's another question actually coming from the Slido. It's about the validating the number, whether it's still active or not, because you know that the customer data is always changed, right? Whether it's actually belong to the same person or not. Is there a role that Telkomsel can do in supporting that process, and how fast the data will be available?
Yeah. Okay, this is very interesting questions. Actually, let's say you have your own data, customer data, and then you don't know whether the data is valid or not. So actually, we're able to you can check with our data whether they are still using the same number or not, or the valid data or not. Actually, we call it a cleaning data process. So we will able to provide actually through API or means of process that agreed that you can update it into the latest one. Number one. Once it is updated, actually you can we have a mechanism. So we monitor those numbers, and then actually when they are, let's say, changing their SIM card or changing their numbers, then actually we can notify you that hey, the customer is also changing. So you can always stay update to your data, and then always communicating with them through their latest or the updated data. So that services has been using in banking as well and some e-commerce as well. So it's been done.
It's based on real
Yes.
time,
Yeah.
the changes. Okay, well that sounds very good. There's another questions actually come to us. What drives or motivates Telkomsel in helping digital transformation in other industry outside of telco, especially for us, the insurance industry?
Yeah, I think what drives or motivates Telkomsel is our core business actually the connectivity, right? Connectivity become a commodity, so it's really it's about pricing, and of course we want to move up to the value chain. So it's provide platform, providing services, solution that what we are aiming to, so that actually we can diversify our portfolio actually. So based on that, still data, telco is become our core engine actually. So yeah, it's a part of our digital transformation. We want to have similar like everybody. You always have to get in this new revenue stream engine. So yeah, data is one new growth engine for us.
Thank you, Pak Alfian. So I think it's interesting because our industry is now actually really need the validation of data that we have. And I think in this session we are, it's kind of like an eyes opener that we are actually having the room to have a collaboration with Telkomsel to have more data that we can use to validate our customer data in order for us to whether to accept the business or actually for claim process. I think it's really helpful for our industry. Yeah, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Pak Alfian. And will there be any? And after this, I guess there will be a token of appreciation will be given by Pak Simon. Can I ask Pak Simon to come up?